Will Cardano go to $1,000? When asking questions like this, we have to figure out what market capitalization Cardano would reach and compare it to familiar things like the market cap of Bitcoin. In today's video, we are going to talk about Cardano going to $1,000. So if you are investing in Cardano or are planning to do it, then make sure you watch this video until the end, because it will be very interesting. Hello crypto lovers, welcome back to our number crunching ritual on your favorite channel, Crypto Stats, the channel that brings you daily news about crypto. If you don't want to miss things, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications. You can join our $25 giveaway by following the next steps. Step 1. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. Step 2. Leave a comment about your favorite coin name. Step 3. Watch the video until the end. Before we get to the core, let's see what the current price of Cardano is. The price of Cardano was, this week, around $2.8558. Cardano is one of long-term holds and an exciting crypto project. It has one of the strongest communities and the most thorough process of developing I've ever seen. Well, let's get back to the main topic of this video. Do you think it will reach $1,000, and by when? Will it really go to $1,000? The inflation rate of the circulating supply of ADA must be taken into account when calculating the market cap. ADA currently has a circulation of 32 billion coins. The total supply is limited to 45 billion. The massive supply is preventing ADA and XRP from hitting $1,000. Cryptocurrencies with a smaller supply, such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, have little trouble attaining high prices. For example, I believe Bitcoin is going above $1 million in the next 5 to 10 years. This is realistic, as the supply is capped at 21 million coins. Do you really think Cardano can grow twice as big as the GDP of the richest economy on the planet? Cardano must be the only blockchain if it is to achieve $1,000 and a market cap in the tens of billions of dollars. Ethereum, Solana, Polkadot, and any other cryptocurrency have no place in this ecosystem. To reach $1,000, Cardano must house all digital bonds that banks and corporations will issue on blockchains, as well as serve as the foundation for tokenized real estate, DeFi, and NFT market metaverses such as Decentraland. If all goes to Cardano, the price may hit $1,000. However, the issue is that everything is now on Ethereum's blockchain. Even worse, when Ethereum becomes too slow or expensive, projects switch to the Binance Smart Chain, Solana, Polkadot, Cosmos, or another blockchain rather than Cardano. Cardano may become the go-to blockchain for Ethereum movers in the future. This is a reasonable consequence, and it would be excellent for the cost of ADA. Cardano is unlikely to become the most popular blockchain in my opinion. To accomplish so, you'll need either 1. The network effect to work in your favor, like Ethereum does, or 2. The greatest technology and marketing available. Cardano does not benefit from the network effect and does not have the most advanced technology. Therefore, I believe that $1,000 Cardano will never happen. Again, Cardano, or ADA, can also reach $1,000 if the dollar is devalued drastically over the next decade, which looks like a reasonable thing to assume. If the dollar loses 80% of its value and ADA keeps its value, reaching $1,000 is like reaching $200 in today's money. So, if you think ADA can reach $200, it's kind of like saying you believe it can reach $1,000, given the expected devaluing of the US dollar. Is Cardano a buy? With a fully diluted market value of almost $84 billion, Cardano is one of the top 10 most valuable cryptocurrencies. However, the token is not without its detractors. In reality, Cardano's concept has caused a schism in the cryptocurrency world. Is Cardano a good investment? Augusta Ada King, a 19th century British countess famed for her work on a theoretical computation engine, is the inspiration for Cardano's ADA tokens. She is credited with being the first computer programmer. Charles Hoskinson, a co-founder of Ethereum, oversaw the rollout. After Vitalik Buterin insisted on Ethereum remaining a non-profit project, Hoskinson split out with his co-founder. Hoskinson, on the other hand, wished to accept venture capital projects in order to help Ethereum advance. As a result, the for-profit Cardano Foundation was founded and continues to develop Cardano. Cardano is the first cryptocurrency to use a proof-of-stake (POS) network rather than a proof-of-work or POW network. Miners in proof-of-work networks like Bitcoin are in charge of confirming transactions on the public blockchain ledger by solving complicated mathematical problems using graphics processing units, or GPUs. However, the mining difficulty increases exponentially over time, so miners need to purchase more advanced GPUs as time progresses, consuming more electricity. In the early days, anyone with multi-core central processing units could mine Bitcoin for approximately $50 each block, which is now worth about $2 million. To stay up with the mining difficulty now, you'd need a processor that's 2.2 billion times more powerful. All of this has serious environmental consequences. A single Bitcoin transaction consumes the same amount of power as 1.2 million Visa transactions. Bitcoin's energy use could surpass global power production by the end of the century. With Cardano's POS system, this isn't expected to be an issue. Instead of miners, those who own the token, known as stakeholders, validate transactions. Running a stake pool can yield large stakeholders 6.59% per year in interest. Those with lesser investments can delegate their Cardano tokens to a stake pool and get a similar gross return before a 3.91% charge. However, out of a total of 45 billion Cardano tokens, 32.9 billion are now in circulation. As a result, the inflation-adjusted return is less than 2%. Staking allows investors to generate both passive income and capital profits from price appreciation. Simultaneously, the network is most likely to use as much power as a town of a few thousand people compared to Bitcoin, which eats up the equivalent of the entire power supply of Chile. The token is becoming increasingly creative. The Cardano Foundation introduced sharding for tokens last year, which allows the network to be divided into separate nodes, or stakeholders. This supports 1,000 transactions per second processing times per node, or 1 million transactions per second for the whole network. Hoskinson hopes to implement smart contract functionality before the end of the year, allowing Cardano to compete with Ethereum in terms of utility. The lack of adoption is Cardano's biggest issue. Currently, the technology is mostly used by startups, but it does have a few major partners, like PricewaterhouseCoopers and Wolfram Alpha, an engine that solves complex math problems, especially popular in college. Apart from minor countries like Georgia, it has also failed to draw much attention from governments. Investors are obviously factoring in the likelihood of smart contract implementation leading to increased network adoption, as seen by the cryptocurrency's large market capitalization. That is, of course, conceivable. But until then, Cardano is only acceptable for speculative investors, in my opinion. Cardano will never hit $1,000 because its market capitalization would have to expand by a factor of 2 faster than the US GDP. It would also be 23.5 times the value of Amazon's stock. Only if Ethereum dies and everything is moved to the Cardano blockchain could this happen. You never know though. After all, this is the Bitcoin market. Do you invest in crypto? Let us know in the comments section below and in which coin you invest. Be wise with investing and do not rush into any coin. Make sure you do your research. Meanwhile, I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet and drop a like if you liked it. We'd like to see you soon on Crypto Stats. That concludes today's video. We'd like to offer a financial disclaimer before we wrap up the video. Please keep in mind that cryptocurrency prices fluctuate a lot. As a result, by the time you watch this movie, it may have changed to a completely different value. You should not regard any of the content in this video as investment advice, financial advice, trading advice, or any other type of advice. The information in this video is provided solely for educational purposes and should not be construed as financial advice. Before making any investment decisions, do your own due investigation and talk with your financial advisor.